Hello, I wanted to share something I've been working on for a couple of weeks. Something that, I've always been wanting to play myself for years and years and years. So, I don't know if you know, but I'm a wrestling fan. I'm not a wrestling fan as much anymore. I keep up with it, but I was a huge wrestling fan in the early mid 2000s, and then it kind of stopped 2010. But at the same time, I'm also a huge Football Manager fan as well. I love the simulation management type games, especially with Football Manager, and I always wanted to play games that kind of mesh the two together. So there are some games and modes that exist like that, such as Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. That is something I own. Problem with this game is that it's too in depth. It's way too in depth. To book one show, it can take you about an hour, just one show, and there's just too much information on the screen. There's just too much going on. I think there's another one. Yeah, here's another screenshot. Um, there's too much going on. It's not user friendly at all. So I actually can't play this game because it's just too time consuming. You can't manage years of a simulator of this because it just takes too much of your time. Yeah, so getting through one in-game year can take a real life year. Honestly, it's just too much. And then the second option that I go to sometimes that I emulate on the PS2 is WWE 2006, where you can actually book matches like this, and I really like this. It's a mode that's in the next game 2007, but I like 2006 a lot better. Just simple, put people in, you know, set some promos, simulate rivalries. It's great. Problem with this is that it has the opposite problem of Total Extreme Wrestling, is that it's too limited. You don't see statistics, you don't see progression or development. You see a little bit, but not really. So this is where I'm now going to get to the point, and this is the game I made. I'm going to delete this save. I'm going to start a new one. Yeah, so I built this all in JavaScript, and it has every wrestler from 2001 at the time. Yeah, so if you're not a wrestling fan, these are all the attributes of each wrestler, and they affect the matches themselves. Obviously, wrestling is scripted. Well, let's just see. I've got an introduction email that is hard coded depending on what show you're on and depending on the ratings of the wrestlers. Your aim is simple: beat Smackdown in ratings and revenue. And these are the top stars to build around. You got your champs, and you got. So yeah, so the aim of the game is to basically book a match and get a higher rating than SmackDown, the other show. So if I just quickly book one really quickly, I can let the engine decide, which is based on the attributes of popularity. So if I let the engine decide, 99% chance Trish Stratus is gonna win, or I could just choose a winner, and that's good for real wrestling where you choose who wins. Promos, this can just boost someone's popularity. We'll get to the title part. Title matches have have a boost in ratings, so that's good. But then you don't want to constantly put the titles on the line, because then you can't get momentum properly. Let's do that. I'll let Team A have a dirty win. If a dirty win means that their momentum and negative effects of losing that match will be a lot less. We'll have another promo. Obviously, we have to have two promos. You've got to follow this format every week. Let's just get to the point. Booker T versus Kane. Let's have another title match. And then let's have Steve Austin versus Triple H. And let's just have a no contest, because I don't want either of these two to lose their momentum. And I think that's good. And if we just simulate that, we get match ratings. I need to fix this page. It's just showing, but you can see this part is a bit irrelevant, but this is interesting. So yeah, Stephanie lost and Trish Stratus got some momentum, because obviously it's first match of the year and she's won. Yeah, title within 75 rating. It's out of 100 or 99. I'm pretty sure it's out of 100. But yeah, as you can see, it made Chris Jericho win. The Rock only lost 4 momentum because he's a big name and we did a dirty win. But if I do Booker T, oh wait, so Kane lost. Yeah, he lost a bit more momentum. For example, Booker T is not someone who's used to being on a big stage like this at that time, and he's just got a huge bump. Let's just and look at the main event. Main event is one of your most important matches. He got 91 out of 99, and our average rating was a 5.4 out of 10. Not great, but not awful. And Smackdown matched us in ratings, and they had their own matches. The AI made their own matches. Basically all around better show. I think they had the better show on average. We just had a really, really good ending. A really good ending. But if you want to see the effects, so I used Booker T as an example. Yeah, look. So he's just going up. He's shooting up because he's just had a huge win against a champion. Oh, he's actually won the title. I completely forgot. Obviously, yeah, star power is gonna go up. Some of this is some of this still needs to be changed a bit. So obviously his fatigue, if that goes up, maybe this should go down. But I think that's fine for now. If we go in the inbox, which is important, we have dynamic events. So we just go from the start. A heated argument between Bubba Ray Dudley and Christian, and he turned physical. Now that happened because of relationships and also traits, and it could be hothead, more likely to complain, respects, dislikes, it could be because of that. Now him and Christian have a good relationship, but we should have seen some effects possibly, but I'll fix that. Because so far it's saying no effect with the event, but that's an example. These actually have real consequences. Val Venus pitched a flashy segment idea. I can't remember what this actually means. Oh yeah, his momentum went up a bit. The Rock checked in on morale. The squad feels supported. So because The Rock has really good traits, like brand captain, he's more well liked. But whatever. Coaches praised Booker T's work ethic, and I'm guessing his work ethic was praised because he's just an all-around great performer in the ring. Look, just great psychology, great work rate, great. Same with Chris Jericho, great work rate. So that's inbox events. That happens every week dynamically. Mentoring is mentoring. I'll flesh out mentoring a bit more, but it's actually quite simple. You have someone who's a lot more established, maybe older, maybe their body's failing them, but their mind is still sharp. They know the business well, and then you pick newbies to basically get. As you can see, look, Tori Wilson being mentored by someone like Stone Cold. Everything goes up. The psychology, the mic skills, the charisma, safety, momentum. It just goes up. But if there are negative effects, so if I put someone a lot older like Dean Malenko will improve under Stone Cold, but his morale will go down because he's a lot older. I will tweak this. I will make this a lot more fleshed out. But yeah, every week these have effects. So these aren't guaranteed. These could happen each week. You could have every week for 10 weeks and nothing could happen. But it's a bit random, and sometimes it'll come up. But that is the game. So that is actually the game. I realize I don't have the up-to-date version because there's some things missing in here. There should be banners up top with these show history, mentoring. They should be up here, but there's nothing in here. And here's the exciting thing. I don't think I'll be able to finish this until next year, an early version next year, because I want to have some sort of co-op. I want wrestling fans to co-op against each other, because this is a mix of this and this. You got the simple plug and play of put your wrestlers in, simulate how they do it, and then you got the depth of I've got all these wrestlers, I can make them into anything. It's a great mix, I say, like the game I'm developing. Obviously I'm planning to release this on itch.io for free. It's publicly available, but I'm not sharing the link yet, because I mean, I could share the link for feedback and stuff. I actually would, but the game's just not complete enough. You'll play every week and you might get a bit bored, but there is progression. There's more. It's already got the base elements of this game and this game. I do want stuff like rivalries to be more in tune. It's coded in, but it's not properly working. Well, that's the game. I just exit. I do want to make this. Oh yeah, and you can also just go back to your save, as you can see. Yep, look, it's the exact same save. I had a problem where when I did that, I used to lose the progression. Nope, it's exactly the same. That's great. So that is my game. Very, very, very early in development. Only a few weeks. Couple of weeks, I say. But I'm really happy with how it's come out. This roster is, like it says, 2001. It's actually not 2001. I'm going to update the roster to be 2003 because I want to start with all of those guys and Mysterio and Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton and John Cena. But anyone who sees this, yeah, please let me know what you think. Any ideas I'd love. Any problems, maybe just bring it up. But any ideas, basically any thoughts, please bring it up. Now I hope you enjoyed. I hope this piqued your interest. And yeah, thank you for watching.